Hey everyone, welcome to another live stream. We're going to be streaming the Zwift Classics race, and this race is super competitive in the A-Pen because there are currently 125 riders signed up so far. And how many are there in the A-Pen?
Around 120, like you just said. It seems that everyone showed up pretty much.
We'll be providing live coverage and commentary of this race. So this is going to be a pretty exciting race in the Category A race, and they may just finish this race under 30 minutes.
Yeah, 130 riders in A.
And we're going to be heading into the A race in just 10 seconds. I'm just waiting for the B riders to start because I'm sitting in the B pen right now.
One rider off the front in A's. He's easing off though. I'm not sure why he decided to go off, but he seems to be back in the pack now, and everyone's just chilling and waiting for someone to make a move.
Looks like over 100 riders in this main group, and looking at the Zwift power stats, two of the top 3 riders in the world are currently in this race right now. Jay Brunn and Joachim Lisson.
Okay, no, it's competitive. One rider off the front from Innsbruck, pushing 6 watts per kilo. Not sure if he's trying to test everyone's legs. Maybe he has a little bit of energy that he wants to, if he wants to see that if anyone would follow him, but no one really is. And then another rider off the front as well. Seems to be new. Zwift default bike with the default wheels. So. Most used bike, Tron, I'd say. I think that.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like there's still around 100 riders in this league group. Nobody seems to be getting dropped yet, but we are going to see some riders get dropped once they hit the leg snapper in a bit.
The leg snapper is going to be intense. I wouldn't be surprised if they do an actual sprint up it, like a full out sprint.
Looks like one rider off the front from BL13, but it looks like he's going to be easing off, realizing how big this pack is and that there's pretty much no hope in a attack.
Oh.
Looks like he is surging again. 7 watts per kilo.
And he's easing up. Oh, no. At this rate, he's not really doing much, but just because the pack is so big, when he pushes and everyone else pushes, that just makes them go faster without them having to put out 6 watts per kilo. As you can see, most of them right now are holding around the 3s and 4s, while this guy has to hold around 5 to 6.
He is still off the front, but he doesn't even have a 1 second gap, so I don't think this attack is going to be sticking.
We have a little bit of a hill on this bridge. It's not too steep, probably like 3% gradient, so don't think anyone's going to be trying to make an attack here because the leg snapper is just a few minutes away, and so I'd be expecting everyone to save their legs for that.
I did just release a poll for this, so the question is, will A riders finish in under 30 minutes? So you can leave your thoughts in the poll, and we'll share the results once the race is finished.
3 BL13 riders off the front are all pushing 5 watts per kilo. I think they're trying to make a break, but the main peloton is still sticking with them, and so not sure what their plan is here. And we got a crowd member off the front as well, but not a big enough gap because it's mostly strung out right now, so that everyone's just gonna come back together on this downhill.
Looks like another ride from KRT off the front right now, doing 4.6 watts per kilo, and he is now super tucking. He's got the Venge with the rainbow disc wheel.
1 to 2 riders dangling off the back. Pretty sure they're gonna be able to make it back on. But the back is getting strung out, and if you're not careful, you will get dropped from this group if you do not stay close enough.
It's looking like
a minute away.
Still over 80 riders in this lead group right now. They're sticking together pretty well, and I think probably around 80% of the field will still be here once they finish the leg snapper. But I think there will be definitely some separation on the leg snapper.
Yeah, the leg snappers. I think around a minute to 2 minutes away. Here is when someone attack off the front.
Looks like he's also using an arrow power up, but he's going to be caught pretty quick, and now he's left without a power up during the leg snapper. So it's definitely going to be a tough climb for him as he is now left without a power up.
That could have been a strategic move though to make everyone work, because you know that this leg snapper is going to be punchy. You know you're going to have to sprint, and so if he talked to his teammates and they told him to push the pace so that more people, like the stronger riders, worked harder, maybe that they could separate them. But that's just an idea that I had.
And it looks like they're about to hit the leg snapper right now. Nathan Guerra, another rider who is in this race, he's the one who's actually causing all the hype around this race because he is streaming this race right now on his Twitch channel, and he's gotten a lot of the top riders to join him in this Wednesday World Series that he's kind of created based off of the Zwift Classic series.
Oh my god, I haven't ridden Innsbruck in so long. When did they add a KOM?
Oh, that was just this update.
Oh, I'm like, I've never seen this KOM before. As you can see, everyone's pushing orange numbers, 10 watts per kilo. Gowns off the front right now. Kellison following him, 10 watts per kilo, 11 watts per kilo. Everyone's sprinting. Now, this could be a pretty good place right now to get a breakaway. Most of the pack's spread out, strung out. There's a few riders off the front right now, easing off. And 38 seconds. Wow.
That is the leading time, and we're probably going to see some times in the low 30s in the actual finishing sprint. This was just a teaser for what is to come later on in this series, or this race actually, because these riders are insanely fast, especially with the draft. They're going to be flying up the climb in the finishing sprint.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone in the finishing sprint got sub 30. Most of them right now super tucking, saving their energy, as most of them did a pretty big effort. The pack's strung out right now, as you can see, a few riders dangling off. This could be where we see a separation from group 1 to group 2, but we're just gonna have to see.
Looks like there's around 60 in the lead group right now. A lot of riders got dropped on that leg snapper, but they are going to be catching back up, I assume. There's a small string of riders off the back, but I think they will have the energy to catch back up.
I don't think anything's gonna really happen during this part, as it's like pretty flat until the next leg snapper. So I think we should go to the bees.
Okay, heading into the bees now. They looks like an attack from Nathan Guerra right now. He's currently off the front doing 6 watts per kilo. Nobody seems to be chasing as of yet, but it looks like now he has the sprint jersey. Oh wait, he doesn't have the sprint jersey anymore, but he's got a 2 second gap now on the rest of the group. So this could be a solid attack, but it does look like he's easing off.
We missed the leg snapper. I didn't check what time they got. Hold on. Leg snapper. 38. Wait, that's also for the A's. Never mind.
Okay, wait, let me try to find.
For some reason, it shows the A's as well.
Oh wait, looks like 41 seconds was the time for the bees.
That's insanely fast.
When I raced earlier, my fastest was like 48 seconds. So a good 7 seconds slower. Looks like there's a decent field in the B race. 85 riders, but nothing like the 150 that we saw yesterday in the 11:10 a.m. race. Looks like around 30 to 40 riders in the lead group. There are some chase groups, and since riders tend to ease off after the leg snapper, the riders behind them do end up catching up, and it ends up being one big blob again before the next leg snapper.
You do have to be careful though, even if you're out of the back, because even when they're going pretty chill, they are still going 46 kilometers per hour. So you will have to put a bit of an effort in to catch up still. As you can see, a few riders off the back, and I don't think, unless they put in a really big effort, I don't think they'll be catching up.
Okay, not much happening in the in this race right now, but so we're going to be heading into the back into the A race. Okay, looks like there is a breakaway going right now. And it looks like there's 7, 8 riders now in the breakaway. And this is a huge string of riders rather than what we saw, the nice big blob that we saw earlier. And these riders are currently in a solo breakaway, or not solo, but a pretty big pack breakaway. And if they can keep this pace up, they're going to split the group probably in half. And most of the riders will be left behind.
This is a really smart tactic though, as most people, if you're not strong enough, would be pretty burnt up from the leg snapper. And if you're feeling really strong and try and push it on the flats where most people don't really think you're gonna go, then you could drop some people. But still pretty big group in this attack group from first to second group.
It looks like it's a bit strung out still, but they are starting to come back together, and the group that we saw earlier is starting to form again. Doesn't look like anyone got dropped. Most riders were able to make it back on.
Rider from BL13 off the front again. Seen a lot of BL13 riders off the front. Not sure if this is their plan. He has a small gap, but I don't really think, unless he actually pushes the pace more, I don't think he's gonna get anywhere. But as I said, he now has a 1 second gap.
Is that Gamps who's on the front right now?
No. It is Peter Weir. Where?
Something like that. But it looks like he's still on the front right now. We could see some other BL13 teammates try to join him, because I know that the BL13 riders are riders who love to attack, and they tend to do some team tactics during these races.
He has a 2 second gap now. Still pushing 6 watts per kilo. Heart rate's 151. Still pretty low, I'd say. But he is gaining on them. Not sure if he's gonna keep this the entire time, as there's still, I think, 12K to go. So
looks like one rider from Electric Spirit Co. surging and trying to catch back up.
Now riders are probably gonna get worried, because now he has like almost a 3 second gap on them. Riders will be worried and start to pick up the pace and to try and catch him. But he is at 4 watts per kilo, now 5 watts per kilo. Not sure if the peloton is going to catch them, but if they could, they would easily.
It looks like now only a 3-second gap, and on this little climb, the riders are probably going to be catching back up because of the group draft.
Weekly from Innsbruck on the front now. Got a group around 4. One rider in no man's land. I think he's easing off to get back in the peloton, but yeah, 4-second gap now.
Looks
Each
like
4 riders, if they're really smart, will just take this if they really push.
it looks like that is going to be 4 riders in the current breakaway. One rider from ESRT trying to bridge up and make this breakaway happen. But it looks like these are some very strong riders in this breakaway right now. Aaron Bleakley, he attacks a lot in races, and with BL13 in here and ESRT.
Few more people sprinting to try and catch up. There's around 6 people now, but it's not really a group, it's more strung out. But on this downhill, I wouldn't be surprised is because of the amount of people in the peloton if they get caught.
And it looks like they are now caught, and the breakaway has pretty much ended. There's some more riders who have joined the little breakaway, but it's not much of a breakaway anymore.
2 riders from KRT off the front now. They are going to be brought back, though. But the group is strung out now. Maybe that was a plan so this sped up, and then now you can see it is pretty strung out. No, I don't think any riders are off the back though, or maybe one. But it looks like they have been caught, and now everyone's gonna probably save their legs for the leg snapper again.
Leg snapper is coming up, and as soon as these riders finish the leg snapper, we're going to hop into the B race to show their leg snapper, and then we're going to wait a bit to head into the C race because they also have a decently sized field with around 50 or 60 riders. A ton of riders from Next presented by Insured in this field, and also the other teams like Hexagon and BL13, they've all got tons of riders in this race right now.
You can see a lot of yellow.
They're just going to make one turn and then turn one more time, and they are going to hit the leg snapper at that point.
Yeah, everyone right now is just saving their energy because this leg snapper, if you're not careful, and timing is actually very crucial. If you go too early, then you might get caught on the downhill, which is a big part of that. If you're strong on the hill but get caught in the downhill and get swept up, you might get passed and then you get dropped. But also, if you go too late, then you risk not being in that front group. So it's very important to know when to go.
Looks like no breakaways going on right now. One rider just flew right off the back. Looks like maybe a dropout or something like that. And it looks like M. Walbeck from ESRT. And they're just making the final turn before they do hit the leg snapper. And right here, they are going to be hitting the leg snapper, and they're just going to fly up this climb.
Many people are using their aero helmets, lightweights, which I think would be the best, in my opinion, if you know you have a high watt per kilo, because this is a very steep climate, and so those watts per kilo will be more important. As you can see, everyone's pushing orange numbers right now. Everyone's holding around 9 to 12 watts per kilo. And Gamp's off the front like normal, BL13, but he is getting swept up now.
These riders are in a pretty tight bunch here, so this is different from the B race and the C race, where there's normally a lot more stringing out happening, and a lot of riders tend to get dropped on this climb. Looks like one rider from, can't quite see the team, but one rider currently off the front. Not a smart decision, as this is a downhill, and when he does get caught, he's going to get completely swept up.
He is going to have, I mean, there is an uphill, but he will have to put out, maybe, I'm pretty sure he will have to put out an effort so he doesn't get swept up. But here, you should start picking up the pace. Right now, he's pushing around 5 watts per kilo, but he is getting swept up, so we'll have to sprint as he is just now. 7 watts per kilo. He's dangling off the back right now. Not sure if he's in the draft yet, but he is off the back.
These riders are all flying down this climb, most of them super tucking, trying to save all the energy they can, and this is a pretty easy part of the course at this point because starting here, they are going to get another power up where they will be able to use that power up before the lap banner, so it'll be pretty chill from the lap banner to the leg snapper.
He did manage to catch back on. Everyone's heart rate seems to be pretty high. So right now they're just gonna ease off and rest.
They're just heading through the sprint right now, and it looks like another attack from Nathan Guerra. Looks like 6 watts per kilo on the front right now, and he's currently off the front. Actually, he's got a 1 second gap, and he's just flying on this course. He's got a 2 second gap now. About to go through the banner.
The bees are just now coming to the start of the leg snapper, just as a little update. So they are pretty close to the pace of the A's, which is pretty interesting. No one's sprinting, 6 watts per kilo. Don't see anyone pushing orange numbers yet. Christensen off the front. Now we see some orange numbers. They're not as strong or can't hold their sprint as long as the A's do. So they go towards more the middle of the climb while the A's go right from the start. Dunford off the front, 12 watts per kilo. Still holding. Not sure if he's attacking or if he's just making sure to get over first.
Looks like he's got a 1 second gap on the rest of the field. And it looks like he's easing off now. The main group is probably going to catch back up to him, but there are still around like 50 riders in that group, so they're going to be catching back on pretty quickly, and they're going to become one nice blob again in a bit. Looks like Dunford not giving up yet, still doing around 300 watts, 3 to 400 watts on the front right now, 2 second gap, but the gap is slowly coming down.
Christensen starting to push out a little bit more power, 8 watts per kilo. Looks like they are trying to catch him, which is just, you don't really need to push out the power to catch him, because even though he's ahead, the peloton's so much bigger and faster that you could just hold like 2 watts per kilo and you'd still catch him.
Okay, so back into the A race. Or actually, we should head into the C race. But some stats on the A race. They're currently going at an average of over 30 miles per hour. So they should finish in under 30 minutes if they continue this pace.
That's crazy.
Okay, heading into the C race. Okay, we gotta find someone else to fan you.
Okay, I'm with the C's. The C's are just now coming up to the leg snapper. They're on the second corner to go. There's around, I'd say, 25 to 30 riders in this front group. It's a pretty decently sized group for a C race right now. Last stretch to the leg snapper, and it'd be interesting to see, as we haven't really seen their leg snapper yet, what they do, if anyone really sprints or if they just hold like around 6 to 7 watts per kilo.
Johansson on the front right now from Swedish Swifters. Nobody really sprinting yet.
I don't think that these riders are strong enough as from the B's to the A's and B's sprint, but mostly the C's hold 6 watts per kilo because most of the C's are sprinters from my time racing in C, and most of them don't have that great of a 1 minute. so they can only produce like 5 watts to 6 watts per kilo.
Looks like they're still holding a steady 5 to 6 watts per kilo, and there's now a 3 second gap from the first person on the leaderboard to the last person on the leaderboard, and that gap is continuing to grow. Riders using their featherweight power up right now. In my opinion, the best place to use a featherweight power up is maybe 15 seconds into the climb, so that you're able to surge and really get the most out of the featherweight power up, rather than surging early on using the featherweight power up and then getting dropped because you have no energy left at the top.
A few riders off the back right now. Looks like the front group's dwindled down to maybe 10, 15 riders. Because that leg snapper probably took a lot out of people. And it'd be interesting to see if the back group catches up, which was maybe what happened last time, or if this is just the front group now.
It looks like there are just under 10 riders in this lead group, and they've now got a 10-second gap on the chasers. Okay, heading into the A race now. Looks like there's still one big blob. They're getting pretty close to the small incline that leads them to the leg snapper. So it's going to be a little while before they actually get to the leg snapper, but they are on their final lap right now, and they only have around 5 minutes left to race, actually, based off of how fast they've been going. So this is going to be a pretty quick finish for them, and they're going to be done in it's going to be close, but I think they will be able to do it in under 30 minutes.
There's around a 2-minute gap, maybe a minute to 2 minute gap between this group and a small group behind. One rider off the front right now. Not sure if he's pushing the pace or if he's just surged for no apparent reason. But this is going to be probably the fastest. Well, this will be the fastest time they get on this leg snapper. So I'm pretty sure most of them right now might try and save the most energy if people are suffering, but the stronger riders may use this as a place to attack. Like a KRT rider right now, 7 watts per kilo off the front. He seems to be getting a gap on them on the main peloton, and we see a few people surging, but no one's really trying to catch him right now. Maybe Robertson, but.
For those of you who are currently watching this stream, if you're enjoying this stream or finding it helpful or entertaining, please do like, subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And that's pretty much it from me. And we're going to go back into commentary now.
Heart rate, 7.5 watts per kilo. Has a 3-second gap now. This may be an actual attack on the peloton. From what it seems, he's not super tucking. He lost the power. He's orange numbers now. There is around 4 minutes to go. If they're gonna less than 4 minutes now, if they want to get sub 30. But I think it's very confusing. He's now holding 5 watts per kilo, but he will have to hold around 6 to 7 if he actually wants to break away from this peloton. Because if he wants to get a big enough gap so that he doesn't get caught, because at the what's it called? The leg snapper. I'm having a brain fart while talking. Because the peloton, their speed coming up to the leg snapper when they sprint will be so much greater than only 2 riders right now. But there's a 2-second gap right now, so I don't think this will be going all the way.
The chase is going to be tiring the main peloton out, though, but this breakaway is not going to be happening, as it has now been shut down by the rest of the riders. Looks like Toby McTobeface is currently on the front right now, 6 watts per kilo, and he is going. It looks like he's going solo, but it looks like Zach Nair is currently on the front right now, 11 watts per kilo, and he's actually sprinting. He's using his aero power up too. He's got the Tron bike, and he's got now a 3-second gap on the main group, and this could be the attack to win the race if he can hold this power.
They have 2 minutes to complete it under 30 minutes, which I think they'll do. But he now has a 4-second group. I think if he can keep this pace up for the thing, I think he might be able to do this, as no one's really changed. 5-second gap now, 6-second gap almost. If he keeps it up, he will be taking the win if the peloton doesn't do anything. Because at this rate, if he keeps this up and sprints, there's no one's gonna catch him unless the peloton does like a massive sprint, which they might do. But he's still holding 7 watts per kilo, 7-second gap, which is an insane gap right now before he hits the leg snapper, and he's sprinting now. Orange numbers.
8 watts per kilo, 9 watts per kilo, 10 watts per kilo. He's going crazy.
16 watts per kilo. Oh
Jay Brunn, his teammate, just flying off the front. And it looks like
16
Brunn
watts per
is
kilo.
going to be catching his teammate's attack. Yeah, looks like
15 watts per
3
kilo,
riders from
800
next
watts.
presented by Insured in the top 3 right now.
14 watts per kilo. Oh my god, this is crazy.
It looks like Brunn is going to be taking this win.
Oh my god.
Joachim Lisson flying off the front. He's going to be coming in second, it looks like. And Greenberg from Next Gen by Insured is going to take third. And what was the time for this? Oh, it looks like 30 seconds for all of these riders. I don't know if that's enough to take the Strava KLM, but it's probably the fastest time that someone has set since the segment was added.
I'm pretty sure the Strava count is like 25 seconds. I can look at it.
I think the Strava segment, I think it's somebody like in meetup keep together mode, just like flying up the climb at 29 miles per hour. Yeah. Oh wait, looks like first place for this climb is 33 seconds. So these riders just took the Strava KOM on this climb, I think.
I'm gonna check it. Hold on.
Okay, we're going to head into the B race now. That was a super exciting finish, and I really thought that Zach was going to be able to pull off that win.
They did take it right now. Holy, 33 seconds was the original Strava KOM with an average speed of 47.8 kilometers per hour. So they will be taking that once they finish.
That was an insanely fast race for the oh, it looks like we've got a breakaway going in the B race. Dunford leading the pack. And looks like this is 4 riders with an 11-second gap on the group right now. And they're looking like a very nice group right here. 4 riders, they're literally in TTT position. All 4 of them, one behind the other. And they've got Christensen, Larson, and Alex Turpin in this group. Their gap is going to 12 seconds now.
They'll be pretty close. They're pretty close to 30 minutes, almost finished. 12 second, that changed. 12-second gap on the Chase group right now. There's 4 of them. Alex right now surging to try and catch up to Dunford. It'd be interesting to see who goes first, because at this point they're probably just playing cat and mouse, waiting to see who goes first and then going. 15-second gap now. The Chase group will not be catching, so this will be the top 4. But there could only be 3 on the podium, so good luck.
My guess is that Dunford will not be making the podium because he is like literally the tank in the group. He is pulling all of them, and the rest of the riders, they're kind of just drafting at like 3 to 4 watts per kilo. And it looks like arrow powered up from Christensen. He's probably getting ready to go for his sprint, but maybe a bit early, so that could show us that he is getting tired and he really needed that rest.
This rate is going to be more on watts per kilo. Dunford off the front right now.
8 watts per kilo.
Turpin still drafting him 7 watts per kilo. He featherweight power up used. Oh my god. Dunford off the front, 11 watts per kilo.
12 watts per kilo, almost 13. 13 watts per kilo now. He's going to be taking this win. Larson from Wahoo Lake Cole just behind right now. But I don't think he's going to be catching up to Dunford, because Dunford is still doing 11 to 12 watts per kilo. Turpin looks like he's burnt out, and he's 6 seconds behind first place. Dunford takes the win, and with Alex Turpin Larson just behind. Alex Turpin maybe around 5 seconds back from second place.
Oh my god, the Peloton got like 10 seconds behind. They caught up.
Peloton is just flying right now. They probably knew that those riders were going to be taking the win because none of them were willing to take the pole. But if they had worked together, these riders from the Peloton probably would have taken the win.
That's the thing about Peloton, is that you can't really do anything unless everyone works together collectively. But what I've seen in most B races is that no one wants to work, and so that's why most attacks actually manage to pull off.
And it looks like, okay, so now we are here with the C race. they've still only got 10 riders, so it looks like those chasers did not catch back up from when we were last with the C riders. I think 8 riders in this lead group. Wait, 9 riders in this lead group, so the same as what it was before. Chasers are 26 back.
I wouldn't be surprised because most C's right now, as you can see, are easing off because, as I was saying, most C's are sprinters, and so you ease off, and then once you hit that sprint or KOM, it's just it's full power. Ooh, original.
One rider using the beta kit.
I gotta try this KO. I should try and go for it. That'd be crazy.
So the final results for the category A riders, I think they did go under 30 minutes. It's looking like.
Yeah, they got
first place 29:33 Jay Brunn from Next Risen by Insured. And he took this win. He actually streams on YouTube, I think. And he's a very strong rider. He's got like an 18 watt per kilo sprint as his max.
I really gotta try for this KO up segment. It's like I feel like I could get it because like to get top 10, it's like actually hold on. For top 10, the time was never mind. They're all tied for third. 34 seconds, which is kid on leaderboard. I think it's attainable, but this is mostly just A riders in a group.
Looks like this is getting a bit strung out now. It's going to be Mishay from Foudre on the front right now with the S-Works Venge and Zip disc wheel.
Most riders still chilling at the normal 3 watts per kilo. This is really where most riders right now are. We're right off the front, but as I was saying, these are where most riders are in the zone 1, zone 2, waiting, saving their energy, and just waiting for the sprint.
They're still chilling, and it looks like this is going to be. Oh, Johansson used his ghost power up, and he's off the front.
God. That's such big brain. Oh my god, that's such a big brain idea.
That is like perfect timing, and now he's got a 3-second gap. Nobody seems to be chasing. Everyone's still waiting for someone else to go. So they're going to lose this race if they don't start chasing right now.
Oh, easing off a little. Now the thing is, will he be able to hold out his power? One rider behind Dizerins, I hope that's how you pronounce your name. 6 watts per kilo, Johansson at 4 watts per kilo. He will be getting, as I'm pretty sure he burnt all his energy from attacking, but he just gave up. No, that was such a perfect attack, but you just gave up. Anyway, maybe he's changing, but no, never mind. He just got dropped. Anyway, this runs off the front right now. 3-second gap. Jay Ryan, 8 watts per kilo. Will this be enough though to try and catch 8 watts per kilo? Oh my god, he actually
9 watts per kilo. It looks like he's going to be catching. He just flies right by him, no mercy, and he just flies right to the win. DeSarens is going to be taking second. This rider from Beat, this is exactly what happened to me. I kind of just like blew up, and I was just doing like 1 watt per kilo of the rest of the climb. But it looks like he's going to be taking third. Fourth, it's going to be K Connor. Fifth is going to be B Hardtop.
It's kind of sad that Johansson couldn't quite produce the power that he would like. As you can see, he's pushing 3 watts per kilo as he is burnt out, but that was a crazy attack idea, and sadly it didn't work out to his favor.
Okay, into the D race now.
I really want to try for the leg snapper. I feel like I could do it.
Okay, now in the D race, looks like one lone rider off the front. He's currently 2 minutes ahead of the rest of the riders, and we're watching Don Lysette right now, a rider that we've seen racing pretty much every time we've commentated, and he's been doing decently well every time.
I can't tell if this is the front or not. Oh no, never mind.
Oh wait, these riders are way behind. Never mind.
J Boy.
J Boy is
No,
actually in
front.
first. Brewer is 17 seconds behind.
Ooh, the Canyon Air with the DT Swiss wheels. My guy. That's a nice setup.
And the default kit.
This is the best low level but combination though. I think. He's a 20-second gap right now off the second place, and I don't know where third is, or if is third. I think third is Don Lissette with Boschma, which is 2 minutes behind. I think.
Yeah, looks like they're 2 minutes 19 behind, and it looks like Boy is going to be taking this win. I think he's got 21 seconds on Brewer right now.
They're not finishing actually that bad. It's like 40 minutes. It's not bad.
Yeah, they've got 1 mile left, so that'll probably be just over 3 minutes. Not much happening right now. Looks like only 7 riders showed up, so not the best turnout. So that doesn't make for the most exciting race for these riders.
Brewer, 3 watts per kilo, 2.7. He is pushing a little bit more than J Boy, but he isn't really gaining any time on him. Still 20 more than 20 seconds, which I don't think, unless he puts out a really big effort, I do not think he'll be able to close that down.
The gap is slowly coming down, but it's not coming down as fast as he would need in order to catch back up.
It is 19 seconds now, so anything can happen, I guess. 18 seconds now. 3.4 watts per kilo. He is surging more, so I'm pretty sure he is determined to try and catch 17 seconds now. But I'm not sure if this will be enough to catch him unless he puts out a pretty big effort on the leg snapper. Because if J Boy doesn't put out a lot of power on the leg snapper, it could be possible. Because now he has 16 seconds, and I actually don't know if this is possible.
16 seconds. If Brewer does surge a bunch, yes, he can probably catch back up. But if Boy can do around 3 to 4 on the climb, Boy will be able to stay away.
Oh, that's crazy. Joachim Lissa now has the Strava segment, probably.
Let's see.
30 seconds and 30.51 seconds.
Oh, gosh.
That's crazy. That's like 50 kilometers per hour almost on like an 8% gradient. Actually, is it? No, more like 48, something like that. 14 seconds now from J Boy to Brewer. 13 seconds now. 14 seconds. Maybe? Anything can happen in a D race.
Looks like still doing around 2 watts a kilo. He doesn't seem to be surging on this climb. So this could very well be possible for Brewer. Brewer now only 12-second gap. Almost. No, never mind. Roy is now surging to 3 watts. 3.5-ish.
Yeah. Oh, 3.4. Is this possible? Oh my god. 4 watts per kilo. He's sprinting.
He's about to take this win, and Brewer just behind him, only 11 seconds back.
Is it possible? Can you do it? 4 watts per kilo. He's still sprinting.
12-second gap, and the gap is now growing again. I think Roy is going to be taking this win. Brewer is going to be coming in second, and oh, it looks like he's got very matchy outfit here. He's got yellow socks, yellow Trek Madone, and he's got the yellow bicycling kit.
You can do this. He's still sprinting. Oh, he's giving up. I don't think he has to put out too much of an effort now to win this race, but congratulations. Watch kilo. 30-second gap now. Brewer has given up. Congratulations, though.
And it looks like Roy takes the win. Brewer just behind him, and in this second chase group, it doesn't look like much is happening. Lysette and Boschma are still doing around 2 to 3 watts per kilo. And it looks like Boschma with the S-Works SL7, and I believe those are going to be the Rovo CLX 64s. And then Don Lysette with his Tron bike.
3 to 4 watts per kilo for a D race. That'd be crazy. 30 seconds. I'm like so tempted just to join an A race to just get a good time on the KOM.
Looks like they're about to get to the leg snapper, almost at 14 miles, so there's 0.3 left remaining in this race.
Oh, Boschma isn't using a heart rate monitor, so he will queued from the Zwift power. So I'm pretty sure Don Lysette will be getting 3rd place.
Don Lysette easing up right now, trying to let Boschma go first. And now Don Lysette seems to be surging. 3 watts per kilo. Boschma does not... Oh, that's 4 watts per kilo. And they're easing up again.
This is going to be the most interesting thing to watch.
Don Lysette,
km/h.
Boschma still surging. Don Lysette surging, matching the pace of Boschma.
12 km/h.
Small sprint from Lysette.
Oh my god. This is like so much more entertaining than A race, because like actually you actually don't know.
Featherweight power from Don Lysette, but he doesn't seem to be surging right now. If he surges right now, he could very well take this win.
Oh.
And it looks like his featherweight power up has ended.
3.2 watts per kilo from Boschma.
Oh, and now... Oh. Another small surge. Another surge.
This is gonna actually be so close. I can't tell if it like
another surge
for dramatic effect. It's like so 10 km/h.
Don Lysette looks like he might be... Oh, wait a second.
No.
Looks like Boschma is going to be taking 3rd place, but but Don Lysette will be coming in 4th and 3rd on Zwift Power. Great effort by Don. Definitely made this race a lot more interesting in the finishing stretch.
That was like it was like it's almost like it was an A race, but in slow-mo. It was like they kept passing each other. 30 seconds. Gosh.
And Don Lysette just finished. It's going to be Carrick for 5th place, and she is going to be taking 5th in this race. She's actually running the Cervelo Aspero gravel bike. Not the wisest decision for this course, but it is the fastest gravel bike, I think.
Gravel bike?
Yep. This is pretty much going to round out our today's live stream. So thank you all for watching, and please do like, subscribe. We won't be typing the results up, but we will be reading them out for you all.
Okay. Just gotta refresh this with Power page.
Just gotta pull it up real quick, and we'll start with the category A riders. Ryan will do the A riders, I'll do the Bs. Then Ryan will do the Cs, I'll do the Ds.
15 seconds, jeez. Okay, in first place is Jay Brunn, with a time of 29:33, so they did get sub 30 seconds, 30 minutes, with an incredible 15 second of 15.1 watts. That's pretty good. In second, Joachim Lissen, pretty expected. He is probably the best Zwift racer out there. In third, Nathan Guerra. In fourth, Brad Greenberg, and in fifth, Con KN. But I think from first to 13th is in 2 seconds of a time gap, so very close race. And congratulations.
And then for the B riders, Matt Dunford, the one who did the amazing breakaway, and looks like he doesn't have a team, but time of 31:51, and he got a Zwift power gain of 93 points, so very good for him. Jacob Larson from Wahoo Lake Hole is going to be coming in 6 seconds behind Dunford, and he did not get a Zwift power gain, but Alex Turpin from Apex Racing, 12 seconds back from first place. He got an 8-point Zwift power gain. Chris Holm Christensen from DBR is going to be coming in 19 seconds behind, and he is going to get a Zwift power gain of 83 points. And fifth place for B is going to be Pedro Bastos from PTZ. That's going to be 21 seconds back.
Matt Dunford had an incredible overall power, though, 4.3 watts per kilo average. Okay, I'll do the C's.
Yeah.
In first place, Jay Ryan. 2 seconds on second from Martin Deserens. Sorry if I mispronounce any of your names. In third place, Rick Uerkirk. Again, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. In fourth, Ben Hartop. And fifth, Michael Nishimia or Nikimia. I'm sorry if I also mispronounced your name.
Okay. But the results have not come in yet.
There's one.
Yeah, that's just only first place has come in so far, and that's going to be Johnny Boy, no team on Zwift Power, and looks like fifth place just finished. That's going to be M. Carrick.
123 kilos.
Okay, second place for D is going to be Steve Brewer from ABR. Third is going to be Don Lysette, and those are the only three that have finished so far, because the others we're not using heart rate, so they will not be included in the final results.
Crazy racing though. That was very intense racing from the A's, and they did manage. I'm pretty sure the top 5 managed to get on the top 10 on the Strava segment at the time of 30 seconds, which will be pretty hard to beat solo, but might try and get that solo to see if it's actually possible. Probably not.
Okay.
But you never know.
That pretty much rounds it out for this live stream. Thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. We'll be back next week for our final week of live streaming of this series, and it should be on Tuesday at 11:10 a.m. the same time that I did it yesterday.
I think I'll be there. I don't think I have anything planned, but I'll probably be there.
So see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and please like, subscribe.